Good morning, Turbo Girl. Would you like to play a game with me?
Sure.
Do you think you can solve these four sums in just 50 seconds?
40 times 3, 60 times 6, 500 times 4, and 400 times 7? I can solve these sums, but not in 50 seconds. I need more time than that to work out the answer. For the first question, 40 times 3, I multiply the ones by 3. 0 times 3 is 0. Then I multiply the tens by 3. 4 tens times 3 is 12 tens, which is equal to 102 tens. So the answer to 40 times 3 is 120. For the question 60 times 6...
Turbo Girl, that's enough. There is a trick to work out these multiplications more quickly.
Really? Tell me right now, teacher.
Get ready your stopwatch to see how I'm going to solve these sums. 40 times 3 equals 120. 60 times 6 equals 360. 500 times 4 equals 2000. And 400 times 7 equals 2800.
Wow, so amazing. Teacher, you did all the sums correctly in less than 10 seconds. How did you do it?
Let me show you a trick in multiplying tens and hundreds by a one-digit number. Let us look at the question 40 times 3. If we leave out the 0 and take 4 times 3, we get the answer 12. We also can think of 40 as 4 tens. When 4 tens multiply by 3, we have 12 tens, and 12 tens is equal to 120. So the answer to 40 times 3 is equal to 120. Turbo Girl, what can you tell me from this?
I noticed that when 4 changes to 40 in the question, the answer changes from 12 to 120.
Good observation. Thus, we can simplify the question by removing the 0 temporarily and work with the remaining digits first. Once we have the answer, we will write the 0 behind the answer.
Hey, this is so wonderful. Multiplying a number by 10 is made so easy. Can the same trick be used in multiplying numbers in hundreds?
Of course. Why don't you try it out on your own?
I have to ignore the 2 zeros in the number 500 and find the answer to 5 times 4, which is equals to 20. Now I shall write the 2 zeros after 20 and I get 2000. So 500 times 4 equals 2000.
Let's double check. When 5 hundreds multiply by 4, I get 20 hundreds, which is equal to 2 thousands. Therefore, you're correct.
Teacher, the trick is fun and useful. I want to try out more questions.
Okay, what is 60 times 6?
I simply multiply 6 by 6 to get 36. Then, I write the 0 behind 36 to get 360. 60 times 6 equals 360.
What about 7 times 400?
I ignore the 2 zeros at the back of number 400 first and take 7 times 4. I get 28. Then I write the 2 zeros behind 28 and get the answer to 7 times 400, which is 2800.
Very good, Turbo Girl. Now tell me, what is 410 times 7?
There is only one zero in number 410. I ignore it and multiply 41 by 7 first. To find out what 41 times 7 is, I multiply 1 by 7 to get 7 ones. Then I multiply 4 tens by 7 to get 28 tens, which is equal to 208 tens. Finally, I add back 1 zero to the answer of 41 times 7, which is equals to 287, and get 410 times 7 equals 2870.
Splendid work, Turbo Girl. Want to learn more about this trick? I can show you how to divide tens and hundreds by a one-digit number.
That's great, teacher.
Let us consider this. 160 divided by 4. Just as in multiplication, we ignore the 0 and solve 16 divided by 4 first, which is equal to 4. But 160 is also equal to 16 tenths. When we divide 16 tenths by 4, we get 4 tenths, which is equal to 40.
Aha! I have noticed that when 16 in the question changes to 160, the answer also changes from 4 to 40.
Good observation, Turbo Girl. You can see that the trick for multiplication is also applicable for division.
This is getting really fun. Do you have another one for me to solve?
Alright, can you find what is 350 divided by 7?
Let me first ignore the 0 in number 350 and divide 35 by 7, which is equal to 5. Then I put back the 0 by writing it behind 5. The answer to 350 divided by 7 is 50.
Excellent, Turbo Girl. What about this one?
After removing one 0 from 70, I get 7. But 7 cannot be completely divided by 2. Teacher, I have no idea.
In this situation, you need to do division in a normal way. That is dividing tens by 2 first, followed by dividing ones by 2.
I see, teacher. I can work it out on my own. First, I divide 7 tenths by 2 to get 3 tenths, leaving 1 tenth as a remainder. 1 tenth is equal to 10 ones. Adding that to the 0 in the ones place, I get 10 ones. Then I divide the ones by 2. 10 ones divided by 2 is 5 ones. Thus, 70 divided by 2 is 35.
Well done, Turbo Girl. Turbo Girl, looks like you are able to use this new trick you have learned to multiply and divide tens and hundreds by a one-digit number.
Yes, I only need to remember that the zeros play an important part. Begin by ignoring the zeros in the question, then adding the same number of zeros back to the answer. Example 1. Solving 600 times 7. I ignore the 2 zeros in the question and multiply 6 times 7 to get 42. Then I put back the 2 zeros to the answer. Example 2. Solving 80 divided by 4. I ignore the 0 in 80 and divide 8 by 4 to get 2. Then I put back the 0 to the answer.
Wow, it seems that you have learned it very well. Have fun with the trick. See you at the next lesson. Bye.